Okay, so let's first talk about lashes. So I always prefer to wear more natural lashes for my everyday lash. I also prefer to wear these specific lashes with all of my dramatic looks too. I just think these lashes are really versatile, and without any eye makeup on, they look really natural. But with a lot of eye makeup on, they look glam, but they don't overpower the look. So these are the Ardell Wispies. A good thing to have for an everyday lash is a flexible band on the top. The band up top is clear as opposed to black and thick. That's gonna make this lash be able to bend a lot easier and really mold to the shape of your eye, which is what you want if you're wearing this every day. Now, there are a lot of lashes that have a super thick band and they kind of are super uncomfortable. I also like when my lashes are used. So I will reuse one pair of lashes for like 2 weeks. And it's because I don't put much mascara on them. And also, you just pick the glue off when you're done and the band is still perfectly good. The lash adhesive that I use is the Duo Dark Tone. I used to use clear for the longest time, but then I realized, you know what, I really need to step up my game. So I upgraded to the Dark Tone and it really looks way better. All right, so let's get on to how I apply the lashes. So the first thing that I do is I like to curl my real eyelashes and apply mascara. This is just so that they blend nicely together, and if you put mascara on first, you don't have to put as much mascara on afterwards to help blend them. So when it comes down to products, I know a lot of people love using powders, eyeshadows, pencils, stuff like that. And I actually like to use a pencil, a shadow, and a gel. Sometimes the gel is optional, but I do like to include it. But today I'm using the Brow Wiz, which is different than the brow pencil and the brow definer. And then I'm also gonna be using the brow powder. So I'm gonna do the natural brow on this eyebrow and then the more dramatic brow on this. I know that L'Oreal Voluminous is a great mascara and it's drugstore. It's also super black. You want a very black mascara so that it matches with your lashes. Don't get a brown, don't use like a black, get a very black. See how wimpy my natural lashes are? Like, that's why I wear lashes, because that's all I get. So first things first, I always comb the brow. I comb it going up, and then I comb the tail down and right around the arch down. I try and comb the arch up as much as possible to match this one, because mine are two completely different shapes. So then what I do is I take the pencil side and I go right underneath the brow and I underline it. And I just do small little strokes like this, because if I were to do like one long stroke, it could get a little too fake looking, a little too quick. And then after that's done, I go back in and I comb this out to blend the line up. Then I go in on the top, and I don't really touch up here. I just start back here, right kind of where my arch gets a little weak. Just a little light coating. This is the back of the eye, so this is gonna go on my left eye. Normally when you get lashes, they come in a box like this and they look like this. So you just hold them up to your eye facing this way, not this way, this way. And then you can match up right, right, left, left. It just isn't a cute look in my brows. So I like to take the front and just sort of flick where I have these sparse little brows to fill this area in. So I have lashes in hand. Let's do it. So right in the middle, bring the outer lash, connect it to the outer corner. Grab the inner corner. The inner corner is the most annoying part of the lash. Stick it down. And then go back through and make sure the whole lash is attached. Just take my tweezers and just lightly push it up. You can kind of mold the band up. And that's how I put on a lash. It looks crazy right now because we aren't done blending it, but the gist of it. So what I'm going to do is go in with gel eyeliner. So I just like to go in and fill in that gap with eyeliner. It's just where my natural lashes are a little bit lighter and where the dark band is darker. So mascara doesn't really get to the roots. So using eyeliner fills in that gap. And then I always think I look super weird just with upper lashes, so I always like to add Alright, so at the end of the day, like when your glue starts to wear off or when it's just acting up, if your eyes water, it gets gummy and wet feeling. Oh, it's such a gross feeling. But my tip is that once you have the inner corner on, put it on and stop touching it. Like, give it a good firm press so that it's gonna stay in place, but the more you mess with the inner corner, the more it's gonna move. So first off, I take the darker shade and I put this in the back of the brow. So I start right up here on the arch. You can definitely tell that it's lighter right here. So I just take this lighter part of my arch. And then follow it down to fill in my brow. Then when I get towards the front of my brows, I switch over to the lighter shade and I go with the natural direction of my brows and just sweep up. That is pretty much it. That's how I do the brow. And then if for whatever reason it gets a little bit too dark, this is a pretty good color today, but let's say like I was a little too heavy-handed. That's when I go in with the Benefit Gimme Brow in number 1. And I first start out here on the arch. Sometimes I can have a little bit of product buildup and I don't want that product buildup in the front. I pretty much just brush my brows like how I have been this entire time and then slowly build it up to the front. I don't really touch the front just because the front is light to begin with, but that just lightens them up a little tiny bit. But there you go, that is your natural brow. I hope you guys all liked this video. If it helped you out at all or if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, and yeah, I guess that's really all I have to say.